Hey, um, haven't really uploaded or done anything this in a while, and I was just watching my old videos, and I'm like, damn, it's been a long time, and just want to check in to see how everyone's doing. Like, how's life? Feel free to comment. How's life, man, woman, everyone? How's life? Like, how's life treating you? Like God, man. And fuck, bro. Like, y'all really believe in God or what? Like, I don't know. I don't really, but like, I feel like the world, like, can't just be explained by science, like, completely. Like, I believe like, I, like, live my life by science, but, like, there's gotta be something else, like, cause like, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense that the existence just suddenly appeared, you know? Like, what does that even mean? How do you even put your head around that? How did it start? How does that even make any sense? Nothing ever in existence became something, but also was there ever but maybe it was always something. Like, what does that even mean? Was there existence when there was nothing? Not nothing physically, but nothing, nothing, nothing. But then there was somehow something. I don't get it. But yeah, I mean the Big Bang, fuck, that was something. Like damn. Math, science, history, a whole lot of mystery. It all started with the Big Bang Bang. Like damn. Man, I didn't like that show. The Big Bang Theory sucked. I'm sorry. Everyone's like, Young Sheldon's good. What is it? I don't actually know. Like, I haven't seen that show in a long time. I need to shower so bad. So, anyway, like, how's everyone's life? Like, chill, relaxing. Is it summer where you are? Is it in Australia? It's not summer there, I don't think. It's winter. They just started school. And how's school, man? Like, damn. You fucking ready? I don't know. Like sometimes life throws you curveballs, and everyone has to remember that you are who you are, no matter what happens to you, or what you might have done something, or someone did something to you, but you are you are. Life changes, but like you just gotta try. That's all that being human is, You just gotta make an attempt, and you'll be proud of yourself for trying. Doesn't work out, at least you tried. That's what you did. You did. That's all that really matters, yeah. And that's what I have to say about that. But you know, fuck, it's crazy. Nature, like trees. Why aren't we doing more? Why? There's still people that don't even believe in climate change, and I'm like, the problem is, do you even actually not believe in it, or do people just tell you not to believe in it because there's straight up evidence? Or you think it's like God's plan, like it's supposed to happen. Like, all I'm saying is that even if that was true, like, what does that even mean? Like, it's just like, okay, fine, God will just start sinking villages of people who don't believe, I mean, sinking islands, and it's gonna mainly be the the countries who are affected most, or the countries that mainly didn't cause it. And maybe they would if they had the resources, yes. Like, it just happens that the US was in a very specific place, but also there's greed, and it's never really too late to make it less bad. Like, it's already at a path where if you stopped every single fossil fuel being used on Earth, which is also impossible, but if you did, I don't even think it wouldn't just stop climate change. But there's there's like 8 or 9 years where like we can make it a lot better than it might be, and a lot of people won't do anything, and it might not work out. But I hope people who do care will do something because it's so important. It's so important. It might affect me. I mean, it is affecting us already. Like it's really hot. It's not like we're going around dying, but like eventually it'll get worse and worse and worse, and then you won't be able to go to some places anymore. Like you're like, I've always wanted to go to Rome. I've always wanted to go to France. Always want to go to Orlando or something like. It might end up being so hot in some of these places, like not during the whole year necessarily. We won't be able to go during like summer. That you only get that summer in Italy. It's too hot. It's like 100. It'll be keep going up and up. It's like hundreds of degrees, and you just go and die of like fucking heat exhaustion, or you don't drink enough water. Like I don't know, man. Like it's tough. Not everyone has the same opportunities, you know. Man, eventually, here's the thing: we're eventually gonna run out of fossil fuels too. It's a limited resource. So these people who are just keep using it don't realize they. I mean, maybe all they care about is money in their life, and they're gonna die soon. But do they even care about their children or their great grandchildren? They're gonna run out of fossil fuels. They'll run out of business because there won't be any left eventually. You should invest in renewable energy. That's all it takes. Just invest in renewable energy. We need scientists creating new renewable energy, cheaper and more efficient renewable energy for everyone on Earth. And eventually it can slow down global warming and climate change and CO2, and we can make the less CO2 emissions there are. Science, guys, less CO2 emissions. It won't what is it make the atmosphere less um I forget like the words. Like the CO2 I like knew CO2 like makes the atmosphere um more like, you know, like essentially what it does is like if you think let me just put it in like simple terms because it's hard for me to like say it in complicated. It goes into the atmosphere and it heats up the planet, and actually not fun fact, carbon dioxide content has raised in the atmosphere by 50% the last 200 years. It's a direct cause by humans. People think God caused it. It doesn't make any sense because there's literally the industrial revolution happened and then it went up. So you're saying God's plan was us for after was maybe you could say it's God's plan that we had an industrial revolution, but it's really just a natural cause because evolution happened mentally and physically, and we eventually evolved to be able to do this and revolutionized and look where it got us, huh? Ruining home, and I always have this question: would anyone have stopped? And can people stop? Do people like because and would this is this always inevitable in some ways? If there's a planet with humans that and it will have fossil fuels because there was animals before, if it eventually became a creature as smart as us who was able to harvest these fuels, is there any possibility even that the Earth wouldn't eventually be completely fucked? Like, how? Are we unlucky that people don't care? Or is there just no chance that people could have ever not led up to this? On any planet of any kind of species, if they were like us as smart and they could use fossil fuels or something like that, that caused something to make the Earth worse, but it helps give people power and it's cheaper and it's people will always be sort of greedy, not everyone but these people at the time. Is there any universe or a planet with the same situation where this wouldn't happen eventually? Is it just fate? Is the universe so big that doesn't even matter? But it matters to us. It matters to the we should care about the animals. The animals have emotions and lives and they're beautiful. It's art. That's real meaning. Money means nothing. Animals and plants mean something, and our lives mean something, and our children's lives mean something, and eventually we'll be wiped out. There will be animals. We won't be the last. Maybe that's okay, but it won't be the same at all. It won't even be close. And why? And the worst part to me is, one of the worst parts to me is it's our morality failed. It's not all of us, but these people, how they can't see the big picture at all, or do they just not care? Too many people, too many. It's too important to too many people with fossil fuels. These oil owners or people with cars. I have car. Why don't we all sell a car? Because it would make life really hard for a lot of people. Like people who can sell their car and walk or take the bus every day. Maybe you just have to do it. Why? Maybe not everyone. Maybe everyone has to see the bigger picture. Maybe we have more power than we realize. People don't think they have any power just because they're not rich or something, but maybe you do. Just collectively, if we all try, maybe we can really make a difference. I encourage you to try, figure out how to try. Just try. It's not too late. It's not. If we, every once in a while, or all the time, it's getting hotter. The global temperature's getting hotter. We can even make it point 0.1, point 0.2, point 0.3, point 0.4, point 0.5, 1 degree less. That means so much to our children and our grandchildren. Even if you're not having children, your sisters, children, your brothers, sister, anyone's children. There will be children. You were a child. Did you deserve to live in a worse place? You didn't, but they will. That why you have to care. It could have been you, and if yeah, it was you, you would care. You have to care. They care. They will care. You will care. You just don't realize it yet, maybe, but you will, and they will, and you did. Wake up.